guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be reacting to the new Hogwarts Legacy. So they just put out kind of some new videos on IGN, and I just wanted to check it out, kind of see what the updates are. I am pretty excited for this game. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's going to be huge. So without further ado, let's check it out.
These are your presets. So a lot like other games, there's some initial settings that you can choose for your character that just kind of get them into like the ballpark of what you want.
Okay, I like that so far. Presets are always good. You know, tons of games have them. It's a great way to kind of see what you can make with the character creator. Character creator is huge in, you know, an RPG or any type of story game. So this is exciting.
To be who you want to be and what you want to change.
Oh man.
And then once you're in that ballpark, all of the other tabs let you dial that in, be exactly who you want to be. It's our goal with this is to make sure that for anyone that fantasized about bringing themselves to the school for the very first time, that they feel like they have the options in order to represent who they are and essentially bring themselves to Hogwarts or whatever character they want to bring to Hogwarts.
Oh my God, and options galore. Do you mind if I try to put myself in here right quick?
This is all about you
today.
Okay.
All right. So, okay.
I kind of like that too. Right from the start, you just have a ton of options. You can just scroll through all of the preset characters instead of seeing in Star Citizen's character creator, you basically see one preset at a time. This is kind of cool, just seeing a bunch of different people, and you can be like, oh yeah, I kind of look like that one. At one time, this kind of like I don't know, just like a lot of options is always really good.
Okay, yeah, that's me. We're here. That's me right there. All right, so that's step one.
We're pretty close, but let's look at everything here. You know, play around with some of these options, like really.
All right, so what are we looking at with this option over here with the tab? I see face stuff.
Yeah, so a lot of the different faces that you saw in the previous screen, all those faces are choices that you have here.
I kind of also like this setup where you have, again, you can see all of the options to compare them to each other. In Star Citizen's character creator, you have to kind of scroll through each options. You can't see them all at one time. I kind of like having the ability to basically see all of the face shapes that you want to choose. You know what I mean?
So you can, now you're just kind of getting into the details in your face shape, in your skin color. And then because we knew a lot of people going right in are going to want it right away, even though it's an option later in the game, you can collect different types of glasses, put them on later. We give you some options right up front if you want to have glasses for your character.
Oh man, oh my gosh, look at the structure of the faces with this. Wow, you guys thought of crazy. I like that. I don't think my face is that skinny, but I think we'll go with that. I think we'll go that route. And down here is this.
Those are your glasses there.
Oh, so we could go Harry Potter if we want. Awesome. Oh man, and this is just some of the options, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so through the course of the game, there's a lot of different options that you'll keep unlocking.
Okay.
So as part of kind of like gear for the character, there's lots of different classes. There's even masks. There's all kinds of things over the course of the game.
I like how it's all Victorian era, though.
Yeah,
like,
right up front.
Such a good call. Such a good call. Oh my gosh. All right, so now, we can go on this one.
See, here's the next thing. You got a lot of hair options. It's one of the biggest, ways to identify a person is from their hair. Hair is super important to most people. And right now, Star Citizen, we really don't have very good hair options. It's kind of like they didn't take it seriously. But these hairstyles look pretty good just based on what I'm seeing. Again, you can see all the hairstyles at once. I like the ability to see all of your options. Cycling through the options is fine. It's not, a big deal, but it is cool to see all of them next to each other so you can compare one to the other. A lot of times when I'm in the character creator, I will, look at a hairstyle and then think, wait a minute, what did the other one look like? And I would go back and forth a lot. Seeing them all at once kind of just cuts out that wasted time. I can just be like, okay, this one, is kind of curly, this one is kind of just like a low cut, and I can compare them without having to try them on my character. I feel like that's pretty cool. So far, this is a pretty good character creator.
Going with the hair.
I spend a lot of time here just like dreaming about my different characters. And what
Oh
they're
my
gonna do.
gosh, the pony. The thing I'm always amazed by whenever.
I also gotta say, I really like the hair texture. You could see a lot of strands. You can see kind of the shininess in the hair. The hair is also moving. That's
Whenever I
pretty.
see any aspects of Hogwarts Legacy's character creator is just.
Yeah, like how you could kind of see when he moved the character, this like bun moved a little bit.
Hogwarts Legacy's character creator is
Yeah,
just
you can see the bun moved a little bit
texture.
there. So
And
the
like-
hair, it's like the hair has strands, and movement in it. I mean, that's pretty good hair technology they got going on
If you
here,
even adding
and a lot of options.
the bounce with the hair moving around,
Yeah.
that kind of looks like Hermione a little bit. I'm not even gonna just like fret. I'm not fretting. And we can just go. Can I go like Tonks purple or green a little bit?
Absolutely.
Yo.
Yeah, that's another thing. Alternative color options. I feel like CIG actually took out the crazy hair color options. I don't know why. The same thing with the crazy eye colors. They added more natural eye colors. I don't know why. Again, it would be cool to have purple or red eyes just as contacts. People can have color contacts right now. So for a futuristic game to not have, different color eyes didn't really make that much sense to me. But, having these crazy hair colors, I mean, people right now dye their hair different colors, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make your character have purple hair.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I like that. That is cute. Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
look,
that texture on the dreads, that looks really real. That's a really good hair shader that they're using on there.
look behind the scenes. I used to have this type of hair.
And again, like as he moves the character, the hair moves too.
Hair like way,
So you can
way
see the
back,
hair
but
swaying.
I wanted silver tips, so that was the closest I got to any color. But oh my gosh, this is so cool. So you literally can bring yourself. Like it's a myriad of textures and different hairstyles here. All right, so now we're getting over here to play around with some of the.
These are more subtle options. We've
Okay.
got freckles, moles, different things.
That's another thing the community wants to have really badly is scars, tattoos, facial hair. It's kind of that just extras that you can have in the character creator that's not just, your hair and your face, but just like extra features is kind of, a cool option to be able to give characters to, just personalize it that little bit more. Obviously, you're creating a kid, so they're not going to have facial hair or beards, but for a game like Star Citizen, I feel like even if you didn't have scars, freckles, moles, and that kind of stuff, I feel like having facial hair is something you definitely want to be able to give players.
Things like when it comes to your complexion, like darker eyes, maybe like some shading on the cheeks.
Oh man, you guys literally thought of everything with this.
I do have a bit of fun with that. And then the scars are one of those options where, Harry had his own unique scar, but you can come in with different scar options.
Yeah. Oh wow. Look at that. I didn't even see that.
Oh, those are my favorite. The eyebrow scars.
Yeah.
Love those. Love
yeah.
those.
You look kind of
It's a
like
classic.
Yeah, you look kind of just like tough. But anyway. So now we're over here. Oh man.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You guys. This is so sick.
again, getting more subtle here. You know, really like dialing in that face to really get your.
I don't know how revealing I want to be with my facial features now. Just like, yeah, kind of.
It's another thing that's pretty cool is that like we can't, you know, change the eyebrow shape. We can change the eyebrow color, but we can't really change the eyebrow shape. And that's another pretty big discerning, you know, appearance feature on somebody's faces. You know, the eyebrows. It's a huge way to, you know, emote. And you know, because Star Citizen has FOIP in the game, being able to personalize your character even more would just make it that much more realistic. I know that at some point it's going to get there, but I like, you know, this layout. I like being able to see all of the options on this kind of smorgasbord, you know.
I have a big face. Yeah, my eyebrows kind of sit kind of low. But I mean, literally, you have so many options just starting the game. I feel like I'm going to be here like forever.
Yeah, you and me both.
And then this final tab here, this is where you kind of bring your whole character together. You know, this is where you finalize everything. You're not choosing your house here.
Okay.
That's not yet.
That was a...
Okay, voice, difficulty. Okay, name the character, choose dormitory, witch or wizard. That seems pretty good. Good options. It seems like you can't change your body type, which you can't really do in Star Citizen either. I feel like that's a pretty easy way to do the whole clothes changing thing, so you don't have to make a million different kinds of clothes sizes and stuff for different size players. You can just be like, okay, you know, one set of clothes, just two body types. I think that's pretty fair. You know, in 2022, you really want the character's face to look like you. I don't really feel like the body matters that much. As long as you can express yourself through clothes and your face, I feel like that's good enough. So far, I think it's a pretty good character creator.
Theory.
And you know, I'm excited about this game. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited about this game. I saw the original game showcase a little while ago, and I was sold then. And this is just, you know, taking that up to that next level. This is gonna be one of the games that, you know, everybody's gonna have to look out for. In my opinion, this is gonna be one of those games. But again, we don't have it yet. We don't know. I'm 100% gonna play it. I'm gonna pick it up. I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. Again, if you're not into Harry Potter, this probably isn't that exciting. I mean, I read the books, I watched the movies. I'm obviously playing this game, you know.
But you know, here's where you bring you choose voice 1 or voice 2, which is more kind of a masculine or a feminine voice, and then even within that, changing your pitch, the pitch slider.
It's a subtle slider, but you can hear it.
Concerned about.
That was quite something.
And so you can kind of make out the differences. But yeah, you choose which kind of voice that you want. You'll be selecting your difficulty here. For today, we'll just go normal because Andrew's going to be taking us through some of the experiences with combat later.
And we can talk a little more about difficulty, with combat and how that plays in. But I think the important thing here is like...
Yeah, I'm excited to see the combat and the other gameplay stuff. We're going to watch... They released like 3 videos, so we're going to watch a few more. I don't want to pause too much for you guys.
If for people who aren't gamers, especially, story mode
that's
is a way
pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go into the next one. I want to check out the other ones. So this video is not like 10 hours long, you know. Let's just go back way to the
first
beginning.
look at the Hufflepuff common room. I'm assuming. I mean dorm room.
The dorm room.
Yeah. This is...
Okay, so now they're showing us what the inside of the school looks like. Okay. This is huge. This is what the dormitories look like.
Awesome. But Alan, what are we seeing right here with the UI? Because this is our first look.
Yeah.
Okay, again, looks like you got some stats there, some abilities, and then you've got minimap. Not bad.
So right now, we know there's been a lot of questions about the HUD because this is the first time we're showing it. So kind of going over it from right to left, on the bottom right is what we call our spell diamond. So those are, everything that you see in it are slottable spells. So we have over 20 slottable spells that you can earn over the course of the game.
Okay.
And that's where the player can place them and use them and access them very quickly.
Okay, that seems pretty good. It looks like here it's set up for controller with the R2. And yeah, 20 different spells you can slot in 4 different ones. Seems pretty good.
To the top left of that is you'll see the D-pad, and on the left is an eyeball, and on the right is a bit of a grid. So the eyeball is an example of one of, not a slottable spell, but what we call an essential spell. There are certain spells that are used in very specific contexts, or that we just want on the controller at all times, and Referral is one of those. That's left on the D-pad. On the right on the D-pad is that grid represents where you might slot spells. And so right now, today, we're not going to be going into the spell slotting menu because we feel like there's a lot of spoilers there. You know, like what are all the
Okay, yeah. I don't want too much spoilers. You know, I wanna be, you know, I'm excited about it, but I don't want too much spoilers.
spells and what can we do.
I would like spoilers, but I understand.
But
Yeah, if you guys are excited about this game too and you don't want too many spoilers, again, this might be one of the videos that you skip, okay? But I'm excited. I don't care about too much, you know, a little bit of spoilers. I feel like it'll be fine. I don't think they're gonna, you know, tell us what the story is gonna be, but yeah.
you want to make sure there's still some goodies left to share with everyone. And then on the left side, that thing that has the L1 button next to it, that's another thing where we don't want to spoil, but basically that's where you access your tool wheel. So there's a lot of magical tools that you're going to be kind of brewing and growing.
You just ate an apple. So is the element of survival in this game?
Over the course of the game. And so
Interesting.
that's where you would access them rapidly is our tool wheel.
Okay, cool.
There are a few things that I left off the table on the right. The green bar is your health, and basically there's a potion next to it. That's how you might heal. The bar above it, we're keeping a secret for now. I apologize. And all the way on the left is our mini map with a kind of overhead view of where you are currently in your common room that updates as you travel through.
I'm telling you guys right now, if this game was an MMO, that would be it. That would be it. The gaming industry would be done. It would be this. If this game was an MMO, forget WoW, forget Final Fantasy 14, forget New World, forget Lost Ark, all of them. Forget that stuff. Okay, if this game was an MMO, crazy.
Hogwarts and beyond out into the world. And for those
Like this looks really good right now. I'm really hyped on this right now.
those fans out there that aren't a huge fan of minimaps, because we know they exist, there's also options to remove the minimap and turn on or off different elements.
Cool.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, if you go into a no HUD kind of version for screenshots and like machinima type stuff, that would be really cool.
Our HUD.
Really immerse yourself. And
And we'll go more into the spells as we get into combat, but that's kind of that's what you're seeing there. And this is our HUD.
Also, Andrew's giving us a good look over here. I want to call out. I'm a big fan of the bedside tables in the dormitories. Very nice bedside tables.
They are nice bedside tables.
Yeah,
The honey-colored wood was mentioned in the writing. It's part of lore.
it's part of lore. There we go. All right.
So now we're walking out into.
We really tried making these low-ceilinged dorms to give you that Badger set sort of feel.
The first thing.
I don't know what dorm this is, but it I don't know what dorm this is. Maybe it's Ravenclaw. I don't know. Let's keep watching.
I know is the music. The score is amazing with this.
Gorgeous.
And I'm calling out here. This is unique music that you're hearing for the Hufflepuff Common Room. Go back to those Common Room videos we released. You'll notice the music's a little bit different, and that is entirely intentional.
Yeah. It's green.
We just want to welcome you
Lot
to
of
your
greenery,
common
lot
room
of
in every
plants.
single house, just a little bit differently. Begin customizing that experience right away.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Look at that.
I like the moving paintings. That's cool.
I mean, beautiful design. We could spend like the entire rest
Like,
of the
that's
stream just in the
super
common room
immersive.
here and talking about it. And I'm sure
Looks
Boston
sick.
and James could be like just geeking out
Cactus
over
is
it.
moving.
All the
Fireplace is
details come
going.
from J.K. Rowling's writings for this common room. The round doors, the hanging vines, even the dancing badgers on the
It's
fireplace.
got a real earthy vibe.
Yeah.
It's very, very earthy.
Which is like elements for each of the houses, right? Like
Hufflepuff is earth, Ravenclaw's air, Gryffindor is fire, and Slytherin is water. We
Wow.
really leaned into that for each common room.
Wow.
So it feels earthy. We've got a little earthen passageway. That's what we were. Hopefully, it should feel very familiar.
Yeah, it does. It does.
but I know you don't want to leave, but we're gonna be leaving.
Thank you. I understand. Whoa, the sound effects though. Like, looking back at the past trailers, it was just music, but kind of hearing how Hogwarts is now, it's so cool.
Very tactile.
Yeah.
Andrew's going to make use of one of our spells, Revelio.
Use Revelio right here, because there's a little magic going
You
on.
notice a little something there. Yeah. So these are something that we kind of interchangeably call Revelio pages or lore pages. And you'll notice a bunch of things pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
You see that we got some
XP.
XP for it.
XP.
And you can also see that we've advanced something called like a field guide challenge up in the corner.
Uh-huh.
So I want to talk about that a little bit. So we had to ask ourselves, what?
I'm telling you right now, there's no way this.
There may be something you
I'm telling you right now, there's no way this game's not awesome.
given
There's just
to you
no
by
way.
the staff. So there's something that we call the Wizard's
Again, I don't want to overhype it, but there's just no way.
Field Guide that's granted to you early on in the game. And the Wizard's Field Guide is how you actually work on catching up with the other students. So Andrew, if you hit pause for me up here, before you push forward a little bit, you can see in our pause menu, it's got this book theme.
Wow.
That's your Wizard's Field Guide. And you
Oh,
can
okay.
see your house kind of crest
in the middle,
overlaid
yeah.
over it.
Okay,
right? And you
okay.
can see that on your level as well. So that the Field Guide
Really sick.
has this magical property of looking
You
out
can
in
see. Wait, let me go back for a second. You can see everything here: gear, inventory, collections, settings, post, quest, map, your level right there, challenges, and you got talents too. Okay.
So that the field guide has this magical property of looking out into the world around you. And the reason why it's on loan from the Ministry of Magic and the professors
So
have
cool.
granted it to you as a late fifth year student is because they want it to help you catch up to the other kids. And its magical property is to discover different opportunities to learn and grow all around you. So the way it works is as you discover gameplay in the game, it actually recognizes that as a challenge, which is kind of
On the bottom.
locked into there.
Okay.
And Andrew, if you go in there, you'll see different types of challenges that are combat challenges, quest
Wow.
challenges, exploration challenges, and you can see field guide pages are on there as well.
Yeah.
So
1%. We on that one field guide page.
that entire category is one of the ways that the book itself kind of
I like the menus too. The menus look really good. Like the art design, all this stuff. It's really immersive looking. Like these are good menus.
fills out into the school and spills out into the school and kind of hides itself with different types of challenges and different things to do around the school that you're
That
actually
is
going
so
to
cool.
interact with to help you grow as a wizard and practice your spells. And so that thing
Like that's one of the things I feel like, you know, Star Citizen's UI is kind of confusing sometimes. Like it's a little bit too much. This looks really clean.
that we just saw is not just a field guide challenge and a way to earn
Yeah.
XP. It's also something that that players can use.
The flue flame just ignite right there, which was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fast travel points there. How
Okay, this looks really awesome, but I want to check out the combat really quick next. Yeah, this looks like it just kind of shows the whole area. I don't want to spoil too much of that. I will have the link in the description. I'll have the link in the description under the video of, you know, if you guys want to watch this yourself. But I just want to 23 minutes right now. I want to just go check out the combat really quick.
secret, not so secret dueling club is that the students have put together. Professors definitely know about it, but they think they're being clever. And it's run by this Lucan Brattleby here.
Who's in a younger year, but we kind of like that that he's running things.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them,
I've seen some pretty good things about the combat in the other videos, but let's see here.
to learn about combat and combos in a big way and in a new way. For me personally, this was where the game like really starts to open up to the possibilities.
Yeah. So we've set up a training dummy, and this is kind of an activity where you're supposed to execute according to kind of the iconography on the top. Now, what we see on the top is the Accio spell, followed by 4 what we just kind of lovingly refer to as basic shots. There's certain spells what the wizards kind of like use, just kind of fling. Andrew's using one now. And you trigger that by tapping R2 on your controller. So you can see in the corner R2. So if you tap R2, that throws out a basic shot. But that R2 is also your gateway to all of the spells that you might slot. So if you hold R2 instead, you can see how the diamond expands. And if we let go, you see how it contracts.
Yeah.
And so if you hold it again, it expands. And so when it expands, then all the spells that you slotted while you're holding that button can now be tapped with your face button.
Awesome.
And not only that,
Yeah,
but
that's
over the
cool.
course of the game,
That's really cool.
you can gain additional spell diamonds, up to 4 additional ones, so that you can slot up to 16 spells, pretty much instantly. And then that helped us
That's
fulfill the
16?
fantasy of in combat, I need to be able
That's
to
a lot.
access things very rapidly.
Yeah.
And so you learn over the course of these events, how to juggle not just the spell casting, but also it reinforces an understanding of another feature of the wheel, which
okay.
is their cooldowns. So as you're casting spells, just to make sure that you're not just kind of like repeatedly using one thing over and over and over again,
Right.
you can see cooldowns on the spells that
Yeah, you
he's
can kinda
using
switch it up.
on the wheel. And then as you progress through the game, there are different things that can affect things like cooldowns through your talents, different things that allow you to kind of like juggle and adjust and update those things. And so if you hold down R2 and you tap the D-pad, it will switch between your other diamonds if you've unlocked them. And that's how you access all those.
Oh, man. It looks like we're about to get some action over here.
Yeah. So this is a great way to kind of
And I
learn.
like this like training ground area, so you kind of practice and get used to stuff. That's also pretty cool. I wish there were more like shooting ranges and places that you can go to practice. I know you have Arena Commander for like flight and stuff, but like kind of like a laser tag type area, in one of the cities would be kind of cool to help people get used to FPS stuff.
Learn how to pull things together.
So you
But it's really cool. Again, I don't want to spoil too much stuff. I'm gonna leave a link for these videos in the description below, so you guys can check it out yourself. I think it looks sick. I'm super excited for it. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Salute.